Peace, love, and light collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses. We're just going to do a quick look into the Cancer, Leo, new moon energy. We kind of touched on it a little bit with the Lionsgate reading I did a few hours ago, but I just want to make sure we get clear chakra guidance over the next few days. All right, so we will be using our old faithfuls here, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and Tarot deck, okay? So I'm just going to give them a few shuffles if you want to take some time to do some prayers, meditations, affirmations, intention work, whatever you really need to get grounded so that you're open to the messages that are meant for you. Go ahead and get started now. Thank you so much, Divine, for clearing my energy and connecting me in to this beautiful Cancer, Leo, cusp, new moon energy. I thank you so much for allowing me to be a clear channel to bring forth important messages that my YouTube soul fam needs to hear in connection with this new moon vibration. Important messages you need to hear. First off, gratitude and instinct, crown chakra and third eye. Very beautiful. So some of you might be feeling like an overwhelming sense of gratitude. As far as like instinctually what you've been able to pick up on, we've had intuition and downloads that came out in the Lionsgate portal reading. So that is a part of your instinct, okay? So some of you might be really noticing, becoming more aware of just how in tune and how sharp your instincts are, okay? And maybe settling and moving into a place of gratitude regarding that, right? Like where situations, like for some of you, you might be thinking of moments where it's like, man, if I didn't listen to my intuition in that moment, you know, this, that, the third wouldn't have happened. So that might be kind of like a running theme, I feel like, for the rest of this month, okay? Or at least the rest of Leo season. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, please show me what chakra energies are important for my YouTube soul fam to be aware of, connect with, heal, balance. Show me what energies, what chakra centers are important under this new moon energy. Yeah, sacral chakra, being at an impasse. The path is up to you. The choice is yours type energy. Okay, I'm going to do one more shuffle and then move on. All right. Okay. To clarify this, chakra oracles. Thank you so much, Divine. I'm just going to do one more and then I'm going to go back to the oracles. All right. So we've already had crown chakra, third eye chakra, and sacral chakra come out. But we're going to get a little bit more specific here, collective, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what chakra centers, what chakra energy, what messages do you have here for the YouTube collective in regards to this new moon energy. Yeah, some of you might be experiencing some feelings of guilt here. Yeah, some of you put a lot of pressure on yourself to be perfect. Maybe there are situations where you thought you were doing something perfectly, but then it didn't end up the way that you wanted it to, and or whatever expectations or attachment you had to an outcome, somehow you internalize that outcome not coming into fruition as a form of guilt here. So we have root chakra energy with perfection. Okay, just that's a gentle reminder to just understand that perfection is an illusion, right? That we're not aiming for perfection, we're aiming to be authentic, right? Because perfection gives off the air that there is a certain set of rules, there's a certain way of doing things, and everyone has their own unique path and unique way of expressing themselves, getting in tune with themselves, living out their path, right? So for some of you, it's like really desiring perfection in a certain situation, or this could also just be past energy that's coming up for healing, right? where I'm also getting this vibe, it's like, it would have been perfect had I not done X, Y, and Z, right? If I didn't do A, B, and C, I could have been, you know, here and there. So release yourself from that feeling of guilt. Release yourself from that sense of shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Because that's based in this illusionary idea of perfection. Does that make sense? Some of you, this could also be connected to childhood in some way. Like, if I just would have had a perfect childhood, I wouldn't have had to do this, that, and the third to get, like, some of that, it feels like some of that is coming up. But again, perfection is an illusion. The situation you were born in, no matter how, no matter the environment, right? Even if it was toxic, even if it was, you know, harmful, painful, it was the perfect situation for you to evolve into who you need to be in this lifetime. Okay, right? And then you got heart space. Yeah, some of you with trickery, right? Some of you maybe feel yeah, it's that energy where it's like, okay, collective, let me put it this way. Under this full new moon energy, excuse me, maybe in the full moon this will make a little bit more sense, or kind of tie into this. But under this new moon energy, it's important to affirm, right, the fact that if you knew better then, you would have done better, right? If you know what you know now, you would have made different choices. If you know what you know now, you wouldn't have chose a particular path, or you wouldn't have acted in a certain way, or you wouldn't have said a certain thing. This is general, right? So take it how it resonates. But there's this feeling of guilt, almost like I should have known, right? I should have felt, there's a lot of should. So just be careful with that. Analyze what's the root of those shoulds. Who's telling you you should? What's the message behind that? Is that your own voice, right? Or is that the voice of someone else saying that, oh, you missed the mark in this place and that place? And so you're carrying around this guilt of not being enough, not meeting the unrealistic, illusionary ideals of perfection. So you're carrying around guilt unnecessarily, which is for some of you putting your own self in a space where you don't trust yourself, right? Or you're being really harsh on yourself in some aspect. Yeah, because it feels rooted in expectations, right? Again, I should be this type of person. I should be at this point in my life. I should have known better. I should know what to do. No, you have every tool you need to navigate your reality in every present moment. Okay, so whatever you come to realize in hindsight, that, oh, had I known this, I could have done this, that, and that, that's intentional for you to have that hindsight perspective, right? So there's a level of acceptance here that needs to be embraced under this new moon energy, right? That all that has happened was destined to happen. We kind of got that in the Lionsgate portal. So if you missed that reading, make sure you go check it out. But it's almost feeling like some of you maybe even, and this feels like this is what's coming up, right? I don't feel like a lot of this energy is active, meaning it's things that's happening in the present 3D. And if it is, take that, right? But it almost feels like more of a retrospective type of energy that this new moon is bringing up. But what's beautiful about that, collective, is under a new moon energy, you have the power to set those intentions to experience something different, right? You have the ability and the opportunity and the space now to acknowledge whatever the guilt is, get to the root of that. A lot of it I can feel for you guys is self-imposed guilt, or I don't want to say misinterpret. It's like a misconception. Is that the word? I don't know. maybe that's not the word, but it's like a misalignment with what you actually need to feel guilty about, right? Like it's almost like whatever this guilt is, it's not really based in anything that it's not really based in anything that's concrete, right? It's based on this ideal of perfection, right? Which again is an illusion, so there's no solid matter to perfection. Okay? So that would be the only reason why you would feel tricked, bamboozled, like you missed out on something. Like some of you, I just heard like I'm kicking myself. I'm kicking myself. Okay, so again, be gentle with yourself as much as possible here. Yeah, be gentle with yourself, collective, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify this energy. So we got the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the heart chakra. If you're new to chakras here, there is a quick reference guide at the bottom of my description box. You can read over that. That just gives you super basic information. I suggest go ahead and do your own research on whatever chakra you feel like you're connecting with in the moment, okay? Just so that you can get some more guidance and sharpen your own intuition around what's meant for you and what's not, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Please further clarify this energy of perfection in the root chakra with this new moon. 6 of coins, okay? Yeah, some of you feel like you gave. So with this card, you see how she's holding those fruits, right, in her hand. It's almost like her higher self is depicted there with the yellow outline, connecting with the divine, asking the universe, well, I did everything right. I planted the seed, I watered it, I pulled the weeds, I made sure the soil had nutrients, I gave it sunlight, and it still didn't come out perfect. Why, right? So definitely, if you haven't checked out my Lionsgate reading, look into that, because that energy came out as well. As far as like, instead of looking at the why, what's the lesson, right? But with the 6 of coins, it talks about giving and receiving, reciprocity. So it's like I gave all that I should, keyword, should have given, right? Or that I've been told I need to give in order to get a particular outcome. Why am I not at that particular outcome? Okay. You also have the Hanged Woman, right? Piscean energy, major arcana. So this is what I was talking about again earlier today. It's your perception, right? There needs to be a perspective shift as opposed to why me? What is this teaching me, right? What is not receiving the outcome that I was attached to, that I wanted, that I desired, teaching me in the moment, okay? And for a lot of you, the lesson is centered around, it doesn't have to be perfect for it to work, right? Like sometimes imperfection works better or yields your desired outcome. Some of you are maybe trying to do something like by the book, by the letter, by the T. Like it's like I'm doing everything that all the others have done to get to where they are, but why am I not there? Okay? So just take some time to think about that. What's the overall energy here for the root chakra and perception? Oh, these are I want to say third eye energy, okay? Yeah. I want to say third eye energy. What's the overall energy for perfection? Yeah, 5 of Wands. All the same color here. Yeah. Either throat chakra or... Wait, hold on. I think I have the book somewhere. Give me 1 second, y'all. Where, oh where could that book have gone? Okay, I think it's too far away from me, and I don't really feel like getting up right now. Anyway, okay. Five of Wands talks about challenge, right? So and this is just confirming what I'm saying. You're being challenged in a particular area under this new moon energy to see something from a different perspective, to perceive what has happened in a different light, okay, from a different point of view, Hanged One energy, right? In order to receive the lesson, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding about whatever obstacles, whatever challenges, whatever contrast, that's a good word, whatever contrast you might be facing, right? Especially if you've been aiming for perfection. If perfection is like a big deal to you, or in a sense of, dare I say, some of you might even be obsessed with being perfect in some area of your life, or having some area of your life work out perfectly. And that, again, it's doing more harm than it is good, having that stronghold or that attachment to whatever this idea of perfection is, okay? Let's look into guilt. Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what this YouTube collective needs to know about guilt and the sacral chakra. The Empress flew out, heart chakra energy. Interesting. The Empress. Further clarify. I wanted to say something, but I feel like I need a little bit more. Further clarify the Empress in connection to guilt. Thank you so much, Divine. Woo. Six of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely throat chakra energy here with the Six of Coins, the Five of Wands, and the Hanged Woman. Okay, or Hanged One. Okay. The Empress, the Six of Cups. Oh, this one fell on the floor. And the King of Cups. Okay, someone either feels guilty about a choice made in love. That energy was coming through yesterday too. Yeah, the King of Cups. It's almost like someone was so preoccupied with perfection, or their idea of perfection, okay, that it alternatively like neglected or put a blinder up or cause someone to almost like go against what they actually desired, or choose something that really wasn't in alignment with what they really wanted. Six of Cups. Six of Cups has nostalgia to it. It's the inner child energy, right? It's peace and harmony within your emotional state individually. So someone didn't choose an Empress that would have, that either lives in this state of the Six of Cups, like has mastered this Six of Cups energy, or would have offered this Six of Cups energy to this King of Cups, okay? Or the Empress could feel guilty about not choosing a King of Cups, okay? Take it how it resonates. But there feels like there's a choice here. Because again, Hanged Woman, seeing it from a different point of view, seeing it from a different perspective, like finally being open to the lesson that whatever this challenge was offering, or whatever this conflict or contrast was offering. But I really feel like with the Empress, it's important to note that there's a feminine energy offering a cup to it almost feels like a younger feminine energy. So this almost feels like someone was put in a position to have to choose themselves over a soul connection, a soul contract. That's what that feels like. And so for some reason, having to choose yourself created a feeling of guilt. So it could be a situation here where like the Empress wanted to choose the King of Cups, but due to some sort of misalignment here, due to some sort of lack of understanding or lack of perspective on either the Empress or the King of Cups part, take it how it resonates, this Six of Cups, this soul energy, harmony, balance, peace, right, it just feels like it was missed out on, or it was missed. Okay, so there is some sort of guilt around that. That's interesting. Okay, I typically don't get relationship energy with my new moon readings, but someone will benefit from that or hear that. Okay, let's look into trickery. Oh, okay, hold on. This Hanged Woman, that's Piscean energy. So this energy could have been causing the conflict that prevented someone from actually like receiving or giving or finding some sort of balance, because you have 2 sixes here. Yeah, the Hanged Woman is a pause. It's putting yourself in a situation, right? So either this Empress had to choose themselves due to a situation that this King of Cups was conflicted with, right? But it's like, yeah, I feel like the guilt is connected to the Empress. It's like feeling guilty for having to choose self. But that's the misalignment. That's the misplacement, right? That's the perception that needs to shift. Like, why do you feel guilty for choosing self? That's rooted in some sort of root chakra imbalance. Okay, collective? So take it how it resonates. But let's look into the heart chakra. Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what this YouTube Soul family needs to know about trickery in the heart chakra. Knight of Coins. Yeah, I almost feel like if someone... It's either feeling like, okay, this Empress could either feel like guilty because they didn't wait for someone, or this King of Cups wanted this Empress to wait, and that felt like a trick. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, no, I have to choose myself. Like, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to be stuck and stagnant or paused. Do you see what I'm saying? This is really interesting. So relationships might be super, super pivotal and important, or going through a lot of transformation right now in your life, collective. Yeah, the Fool. Yeah. Someone didn't want to be a fool in that sense. The trickery, the Fool, it was like this King of Cups and or the Empress, take it how it resonates, but I feel like it's the King of Cups felt like or thought that the Empress was going to wait, right? Almost as if the King of Cups underestimated how discerning an Empress energy is or was. Right. So it's like, not that this King of Cups wanted to pull one over on the Empress. It's not that far, but it's just, it's almost like the King of Cups not being connected to their own Six of Cups to be able to recognize the status of this Empress, right? In the sense of just how discerning, like the Empress is all 4 queens in one. So this Empress has been through some things. This Empress has learned, has done the 6 of coins, giving and receiving, right? Has learned the lessons, gained the wisdom, applied it, all of that. So this King of Cups could feel like a fool for maybe expecting the Empress to wait. Okay? Or, and this could be for some of you, the Empress could have said, okay, yeah, I'll wait. Knight of Coins, we could take it slow. But that could have been the misalignment, right? And for others of you, this could be a situation where there's a new beginning, because the Fool is also a new beginning, right? There's a new beginning that can happen between this King of Cups and the Empress. But even in that, like I talked about misalignment, it's because the Empress would really want to be connected to an emperor, a magician, a hierophant, right? The king still has to reach emperor energy. So it's that could be the missed. Okay. And I guess we're just going to go with the relationship energy. That's probably a sign that I need to get on some love readings. Okay. So that's noted, Spirit. Thank you. But it feels like this Empress was maybe in a queen state at one point. And it's like that. So that would have been a match with the King of Cups. But then now this feminine energy, masculine energy, however it resonates, okay? Put yourself where it is. Empress is Venetian energy, so Libra or Taurus, but that doesn't truly matter. It's almost like this energy elevated into the Empress, so then that's a misalignment, right? It's a connection, sure, but is it a full vibrational match? And so someone's carrying guilt for not being a full vibrational match, whether that's the Empress or whether that's the King of Cups. Could be both. Okay? And as you can see here with the guilt, it's one energy with the halo, doing the work, tending to the needs, doing the meticulous kind of mundane things, and another energy indulging in things that aren't mundane, right? So upholding some sort of, and I want to say purity, but that feels a little heavy, I guess, but it's like, I won't say, there it is, morals. That was coming up too in my previous readings. It's one, sticking to the morals, so choosing self, the Empress, right? And then the King of Cups, maybe indulging in their emotions or indulging in energy that's keeping them from kind of matching this Empress here. Okay? But, like I said, there's an opportunity for a new beginning with the Knight of Coins and the Fool. But it's not gonna, with the Knight of Coins, it feels like it's almost like hanging in the balance. It's a little stuck. It's a little stagnant. So this King of Cups could feel stuck and maybe feel a little guilty for being stuck, because it does feel like there was a choice that could have been made or needed to be made or that was made, but it almost feels like the King of Cups maybe didn't choose the right situation out of a warped sense of what perfection actually is for them, right? So if you're running on the illusion of perfection, then you're chasing after something that actually brings you conflict as opposed to balance. Six of Cups, right? Okay. Let's get an overall energy for trickery, and we will end this reading. Thank you so much, Divine. What's the overall energy for this heart chakra? Ooh, I'm getting sleepy. With the Knight of Coins and the Fool. Yeah, the Three of Swords. Right. Right. Solar plexus energy. And there's that Leo vibration, right? So, yeah, someone feels guilty that they didn't take an opportunity to have a new beginning with this Empress, and now not taking that opportunity put them in a stuck and stagnant situation, on a pause, right? So that's third eye energy too, and a little bit of throat chakra. Collective, whatever this energy is, it feels like it's the perfect time for this to arise into someone's awareness. Because awareness truly is like the foundation and the key to change, right? You can't change what you're not aware of. So it feels like the deeper and deeper whatever energy is falling into this awareness. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's heartbreaking. Yes, it feels like betrayal, trickery, right? But again, what's the lesson? 6 of Coins. It's almost like 6 of Coins energy could also be like lying in the bed you make. So what you give out, you also receive. So what you're receiving in the moment is a reflection of what you've given out, what you've allowed yourself to be open to, what you've shared, what you've offered out to the universe, out to source. Okay. Yeah. All right, collective. This has been your new moon reading. Felt more like a love reading, but we go with the flow here at Cusp of Roses Tarot. I hope you found this helpful and insightful and maybe filled with some confirmation on what was coming up for you under this new moon energy. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you all in our next reading, okay? Namaste.